Hello, my friend. Does it sometimes feel like something you want to happen? Maybe you've got a vision for yourself. There's something you've taken action on, or there's something you really desire. I want this to happen, whether it's buying a house, moving, finding a job, starting a business, getting into a relationship, whatever it is, or making more money, your health improving. And it's like you know what you want and you have a strong desire for it, but it's not happening, or it's taking forever, or it feels like something is coming in your way. Something's always happening to cause the energy to feel tangled up. There's a miscommunication. It just doesn't happen. There you go. There's that frustration. Because it's like you know what you want. I want to feel happier. I want to feel better in my body. I want to lose weight. I want to feel more joyful and uplifted and happier, at ease. Or I'm ready to make this much money in my life. I'm ready. I'm even willing, universe. Where's the money? And it seems like it's just not happening. What's the reason for that? Could there be a reason for that? Let's start with doing some clearing, some emotional clearings, because when you feel frustrated because this isn't happening, I want to feel better. I want my health to improve. I want to have more money. I'm ready to get into a relationship. Why does that person not understand what I'm saying? There's a frustration. And as long as you're feeling frustrated, that's a heavy, dense energy, and it's causing the very thing you want to be stuck. It's out there. When you send the intention out there, it's like sending an intentional frequency to the universe. The universe hears that and it's on your way. But then when it's not happening on your human linear timetable, time schedule, you get frustrated. And when you get frustrated, the universe says, oh, there's a block here. Well, we're just going to put this on hold for now. Your order is on hold. And so then you get more frustrated. And then you don't even focus on that thing any longer, whatever it is you want or desire. No, life has taken over and you're frustrated, annoyed that it hasn't happened yet. Then you might even go into abandonment. Why does nobody care? Why isn't the universe on my side? Where's source when I need it? There you go. Take a deep breath in. Let that go. And so all the ways you feel frustrated that what you want hasn't shown up yet, after all these months, years, even decades, you've been hoping for something. You've been even taking action towards something and it hasn't happened. And you feel more and more frustrated. And then as you get stuck in your frustration, you feel abandoned, whether it's from somebody else, whether it's from the universe, your guides. There you go. Let's acknowledge all of that. And as I'm speaking, we're acknowledging it and sending it to the universe. So it's being released, sending it up to the light. There you go. There. Let your whole self relax. Okay, now there's some anger coming up. And this is a harsh anger. And it's an anger which you may or may not have ever been aware of, or even if you were allowed yourself to acknowledge it, because there's a part of you that is believing and telling yourself, I shouldn't feel angry. For whatever reason, there's a part of you that believes you shouldn't feel anger. Yet anger is simply an emotion. And emotions are energy in motion. And energy is vibration and frequency. So that anger has been stuck within you. What is stuck within you, even if it moves very slowly, it's still moving, it's still radiating out from you. That's what you're radiating out. So now you're taking action, you're communicating with others, and it just feels all tangled up and stuck, and nothing's really happening, or nobody understands what you're trying to say. So let's go to that anger simply by acknowledging and talking about the anger within you. The anger is starting to move. There you go. Okay, so as we go to that anger, it's really deep in your first chakra. So this started when you were a child, and all the ways you learned to not be angry or to ignore the anger within yourself. Because if you were angry as a child, you would be overpowered or punished in some way. So anger was not allowed. So any anger you felt in your life has just gotten stuffed deeper and deeper within you, and it's created a hard energy within you up until now. We're acknowledging it now. There you go. There, take a deep breath in. Let go. Okay, now there's a bit of happiness circulating within you. So before we go to what you're looking for, I want to address abandonment because that's coming in. So even though you're feeling lighter and happier now and more, believing more in that, hey, this is possible, whatever you're looking for, whatever you're wanting, there's a feeling of like deep grief within you and sadness because you feel abandoned. And this is the abandonment wound. And so you were abandoned in various ways as a child. And abandonment doesn't mean you were left at the curbside and forgotten about. Abandonment can be nobody understood you. They notice you. They were always too busy for you. They never made you feel good about yourself or important or like you mattered. And neglect. All of that adds up to abandonment. And now, as an adult, you feel abandoned by your spiritual guides. You feel abandoned by Source or the universe or God, whatever word you want to use. So you've been feeling all alone. And on top of that, up until now, you have felt like even when I focus on what I want, that doesn't show up. There you go. There, your whole self relax. Okay, there's some happiness. So all the ways because what you've been wanting hasn't been showing up on your linear timeline, you felt that you've been abandoned by your spiritual guides, maybe other people in your life. Maybe there have been people who have abandoned you. And so as a result, you have abandoned yourself and your goals and your heart's desires. Let's acknowledge the hurt and pain of abandonment and feeling abandoned. There you go. There's the child within you. It's like the child within you is smiling, feels happy. Okay, take a deep breath in, let that go. And notice how you're feeling calmer, more relaxed, at ease. And when you're feeling this way, energy flows easily and effortlessly within you. There you go. Your heart chakra just opened up. Now focus on what it is you desire. If it's improved health. And what does that mean to you? If you're saying, I'd like to have better health, what does that mean to you? Does it mean you're more flexible? Does it mean you have more energy? Does it mean you can walk a mile or 5 miles or 10 miles where before you could only walk a certain distance? What does it mean to you? If you want to have more money, how much more money do you want to have in your life? And if you're afraid of putting a limit on it, then decide how much money you want to have in your life, whatever an increase, maybe yearly, monthly, whatever it is, and then ask the universe for that and then say this or something greater. That way you're not limiting yourself. You're handing it over to a power greater than you. If it's traveling, anything like that. Okay, any deserving issues that are coming up right now. I don't deserve to feel better. I don't deserve to feel understood. I don't deserve to enjoy myself, enjoy life. Anything like that that is coming up right now. Let's acknowledge that. There you go. And then just let all that go. It's like gathering up all these deserving issues that are keeping you stuck. Just gathering them up and just sending them all to the light to be released. There you go. Take a deep breath in, let go. And now, what is it that you've been wanting? Allow yourself to imagine that. Okay, there's still a little bit of anger there. And the anger is because you can't have it on your timeline. As humans, we have, we have clocks, we have time. It's very linear. That's not how the universe works. If the universe says, okay, we can see what you want, the universe knows. When you put that intention out there, the universe sees that, hears that, witnesses that, understands that. But if there are lessons to learn along the way before you can have that, then you'll be given those lessons. But if the frustration starts when it doesn't fit into your linear timeline. I want this and I want this in a month, in a year, in 2 years, in 6 months, in a week. But the universe might be saying, sure, you can have that. We're ready to give it to you. But hey, to ensure that you know how to deal with that and you will be a good steward of that much money, you will understand that health is a gift and a blessing. We're going to give you some more lessons along the way. Yet you've gotten frustrated because it hasn't shown up on your timeline. But let that go and ask yourself, if that, what I'm looking for, what I desire, if it hasn't shown up yet, are there some more lessons I need to learn? Or some more experiences I need to have before that comes into my life? There you go. Your whole self relaxed. See, what you want to do when you have a desire, you can go ahead and set a timeline, but that's for you. That's so that you understand the intention and how your life will change, whether it's improved health, it's money, it's communication, it's a relationship, it's buying a house, it's traveling. So that you understand, okay, once this happens in a year, well, there's a lot of things that are going to change. But when you can combine having a timeline, so you have your desire and a timeline, and you understand that the universe is actually supporting you, but their timeline is very much different than the human timeline, then you can work together with the universe. And if something isn't happening the way you want it to, say, what else is there that I could have to learn here? Is there something I need to experience yet that will, once it actually happens, will actually support me even greater? Maybe you need to stand in your power. Maybe you haven't really learned how to stand in your authentic divine power. And so experiences are coming to you where you don't feel understood. You're trying to get your point across, and you're not understood, or people in a relationship, you're in a relationship and people aren't seeing you for who you are. Maybe the universe is saying, you know what? This is going to happen for you, but you need to learn to stand in your power, your authentic divine power, and feel empowered and confident. And then when this happens for you, you're going to appreciate it and enjoy it in an even greater manner. There you go, your whole self relaxed. There's some happiness. There's some fun and laughter. So any part of you that has been blaming yourself or saying you must be doing something wrong because it hasn't happened yet or I haven't received it yet, let's let go of that. Blaming yourself, finding yourself wrong, calling yourself down, being harsh on yourself will always keep you stuck. It will always limit you. If there's something you're desiring and you're harsh on yourself, you say, I'm wrong. Could I, anything like that? How come I always get this wrong? Why am I not good enough? You're keeping yourself stuck. You're limiting yourself. And that's energy. Because when you're harsh on yourself, the energy is heavy, it's dense. You're stuck in a fear-based 3D consciousness. And you're not freeing yourself of that. Everything we've gone through here works in combination with being kind to yourself, supportive of yourself, encouraging yourself, inspiring yourself, being your best cheerleader. There you go, your whole self relax. Okay, there's some happiness. There you go. There's some gratitude awakening within you and radiating from you. Now allow yourself to know that your desires, your visions, your wishes are in the process of coming true for you. But there are some experiences that have to happen yet so that you are in your power, so that you're communicating with yourself and others, whatever it is for you. There you go, your whole self relaxed. So if you believe you are ready for those experiences to happen, for your vision to come to fruition, allow yourself to acknowledge that, feel good about that. And if you truly want that to happen, and you want to let go of any delays, then give yourself permission for that to happen, for that to occur, for you to experience that in your life. And trust that if there are some lessons you needed to learn along the way, that you will learn them as you walk forward. There you go. Take a deep breath in. Let that go. Soshoka basa wala soshoko babaka soshoka basa wala ka wala soshoka basa babaka soshoka basa wala ka wala soshoka basa wala soshoka basa wala ka wala soshoko. There you go, my friend. Namaste.